Going live on my radio show. Better shut the cabinet down. I haven't done a radio show in a while because I've been so busy, but my motorcycle's in the shop, and I'm hoping it's not too serious because I don't have that much money because I'm going to see my wife and daughter, and they're coming here next month. And I probably spent too much money that I didn't have need to spend because I don't even have furniture for them and I don't have a car for them. But I'm going to break through it all. This is the time. So I'm going to do an energy healing radio show, and this is what we do on the call. I got to call in on my cell phone. For any of you that haven't listened to Major Tim to Ground Control, which used to be called, what was it called? I forgot what it was called. Oh yeah, it was called From Time Without Beginning before I changed it. A few months before David Bowie died, I changed it to Major Tim to Ground Control. I guess I knew he was going to die somehow. I don't know. Psychic. So I have to call in. I don't have my headphone. I usually use my headphone, but since you guys want to hear it, it's good that I don't have my headphone. I'm at my parents' house because the shop that my bike is at is down the street from their house. Okay, so what do? I call in like this. Okay. Call in to host call in. For, okay, I'm not going to say the number. Host call in, is that the one? It's funny my phone doesn't come up with it. Okay, there it is. I'm put it on speakerphone.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host name. When finished, press the pound key.
Yeah. Okay, what is it? I've made videos before of me going live, and
to start your show now,
I showed my
video, press 2. To speak to customer service, press 3.
I showed my screen.
To start in 5 minutes.
Okay, we're scheduled to start in 5 minutes. So
5.
I haven't done a call in a while, so a lot of people don't know I'm probably going live, and there's no way to promote it now because they'd stop paying my monthly fees for the radio show. I'm going to play the song that just won the contest. First, I'm going to read the announcement. It says, Tim Janakos is back by popular demand to rock your world. Times a Buddha-zillion. Okay, did you miss Tim Janakos twice a week energy healing call-in show? Well, Tim's been out changing the world and winning song competitions, so I announced the check it out. Tim's song, Her Story, Not History, got selected in first place in Adult Contemporary for the American Songwriting Awards. I guess it's ASA Awards. I don't know what I'm going to win in the award, but I got selected for the #1 in Adult Contemporary. They say we get some prizes from the sponsors, but it doesn't say what and who will get what and how you'll get it or when you'll get it, so I'm waiting to find out. They said I get a free
4 minutes until showtime.
I get a free PDF of the winning, so I can put it up in a plaque or something, or you can send them $30-something and they'll send you one that's all framed and stuff. So let's see. It says, but Tim is still taking out time in his busy schedule to do some healing, free healing on all of you. Okay, so if any of you guys don't know what I do body code, I do emotion code, I do access consciousness, I sometimes do matrix reimprinting, I do occasionally quantum touch 2.0. Most of the healing modalities now you can do long distance, so all my callers call from around the world when they do call in, if they know the show's going on. I used to get like 10 or more callers at least on each show, but since I haven't been doing them a long time and I just announced it today, maybe I'm open to the infinite possibility that a lot of people call, but if not, I'll just be talking. If you want to call, the number is, oh, you won't get this until this isn't live. I'm recording this. I'm going to put it up on YouTube afterwards. Anyway, my future calls, you can call into 646-929-2015. I'm going to play the song that I won the contest with. It comes through my phone, so it's going to sound like shit, but here it goes. Just in case anyone's in the switchboard wants to hear it. They're not in the switchboard yet. Okay, on my phone it sounds like crap. Let's see who messaged me.
Well, he said she's to be seen, not heard. 2 minutes until showtime. Who's he to say? While she bled, silent she burned, and he is slain. With the mother, her daughter, her sister too, at the hand of the Holy White.
I'm going live just for a 30-minute call, Mom.
They call it story, because it's story, but his story's alive. I wanna hear it. I wanna know.
I'm just messaging a bunch of people now.
1 minute until showtime.
Let's see who else.
He would fight the endless until they flee. Her soul devoured. It's time to set her free. I won't believe that he has power.
Okay, going live in about a minute. I'm gonna close my Facebook page. Let's see. What's that?
Is your Facebook screen up?
No, not right now. But you're on my video, so just say hi to everybody. We're going live in 2 seconds.
I'm not going to video.
3, 2, 1. Love Talk Radio.
What do you need?
Password paper,
Well,
all the
he
passwords
said
and everything's gone.
She's
That's
to be
still high.
seen, not heard.
This is not it?
No.
Who's he
Okay, well, I'm on the radio, so I'll be done
Okay.
in 30 minutes.
while she bled.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the sound.
Silent she burned.
Okay, ladies and gentle dudes from around the Matrix field and anywhere else, you're listening to this Major Tim to Ground Control broadcast, which hasn't gone live in a dang long time. But here I am, back at you guys again. And I just won a song competition, which I posted up here, AmericanSongwritingAwards.com/winners/2018. What is that little thing? Hyphen winners. Okay, you can see it on my page on Blog Talk Radio /Major Tim to Ground Control. I haven't done a call in a long time. Oh great, I only set it for 15 minutes again. I fucked up. I was supposed to set it for 30 minutes and then we'd go into overtime for 15 minutes. Ah, great. Anyway, it's good to do a call because we haven't done one forever. So if someone is online now and wants to call in, the number is 646-929-2015, which spells 1 oh my axe 2015. Since no one's yet in the switchboard and people probably didn't even know I was going live, and this might not be a good time for people because I haven't done it at this time in a long time, I'm going to explain for people watching this video that I'm going to post on YouTube what I do with these calls. So in order to tap into all the other callers, I muscle test. I use the falling log method, which is just pushing down on your finger like that. I'm getting a yes, yes, strong. If I ask a question, it's a no, it'll fall down. So for example, my name is Tim, my name is Tim, my name is Bob. I don't even have to push on it now because I'm so used to doing it, my finger just falls. And things I don't know, I can get an answer to. Or things that I don't know on a cognitive level, I can get an answer to. Of course, it's based on the fact that everyone knows everything because we're tapped into the infinite awareness that is all around us and resonating with everything. So there's nothing you can't know. And Socrates said the same thing. He said, all knowledge is remembrance. So just remembering that we're infinite and we can tap into everyone. But anyway, and then when I clear things, I have a whole, if you can't see my my page right now because this video is going at me this way, but normally you can see body code mind maps or the emotion code charts or whatever else I use, but I just look on that and I muscle test where on the chart it is and what needs to be cleared, and then I just rub my hand over my head like that and with the intention of clearing it, and it clears. And then I muscle test, is it gone, and I get a strong answer and I go, cool, it's gone. So it's real simple, but I've seen drastic changes in my life and in so many people's lives. So I wish one of those people would call in right now because the switchboards are open, 646-929-2015, so I can show how it's done. In the meantime, while people are not calling in, let me see. I also use access clearing, which I have a lot of videos on YouTube, which you can go to my YouTube site, www.youtube.com/Tim Janakos, TIMJANAKOS, to watch my access clearing that I've done on the calls and that other healers have done on the calls. So it's very easy to do access clearing. I'll just do one right now because I feel a lot of stuff's coming up for me and all the other callers that might listen in the future that didn't have a chance to call today because people have been saying, when are you going to go live? When are you going to do another call? And I've been just so insanely busy. So here's one of the clearings we do. All the judgments, expectations, rejections, separations, conclusions, projections, definitions, linearities, and concentricities that I have or anyone else has about what this radio show means, what it can do for you, what it can't do for you, what my life is, what your life is, what the infinite possibilities are in this multiverse. I destroy and uncreate them all. Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and box, shorts, boys, and beyond. So access comes from the point of view that your life and your living is a creation of your projections and other people's projections and your expectations and other people's expectations, and that reality is actually created by points of view. Your points of view don't create your reality, not your reality creating your points of view, which some people think, oh, I have this point of view because of my reality, I believe this, but it's actually because you believe this or that your reality conforms to those beliefs or those projections and expectations and judgments. So we destroy and uncreate them all, which sounds kind of bizarre, but if we are the creator of this reality, and we are the creator of this reality, why can't we uncreate and destroy everything we've ever created that keeps us thinking we don't have control over the reality? So I'm going through a lot right now because my wife is coming here and I'm going back to Japan for a few days before she comes, and I don't have enough money yet now for her and my daughter to come here because I bought a ticket for me to go back, which my wife didn't want me to do. But I was making some good money for a while, and then I stopped selling as many cars as I should be selling to make that money continuously. And all that is just my fear coming up around this idea. I've been trying to work on my wife coming to the US and my daughter for about 1.5 years, and I've gone through some extreme struggles financially, and that's also based on her projections and expectations and judgments, whether she even wants to come here or not. Her fears of coming here, leaving her family, it's a very big, huge change for someone who has grown up on the backside of Japan. So these processes, access processes, work just amazingly to destroy and uncreate all that's keeping us limited, because we are infinite beings. And I've been Buddhist all my life, and I find that the access clearings actually go so much along with my beliefs about it being an infinite being or being a Buddha from absolute freedom from time without beginning, which is a concept that comes from the final teachings of Buddhism, which I've been practicing all my life. So I feel a lot of these healing modalities that are now coming out, like access consciousness, like the body code, it's actually coming out now as we are more and more people are awakened to their being a true Buddha from time without beginning, which is by chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We do it in Buddhism, but a whole bunch of other philosophies, you can call them, or healing modalities are starting to come up with the same ideas that we are infinite beings, that we do create reality, and we can transmute it into something much better than we ever expected if we're willing to be open to the infinite possibilities. So we have only 6 more minutes before we go off the air and no one's called in. This is the first time I've gone this long without anyone calling in, but I have not done a show in a long time, so it's no surprise. I put some links here on the show that you can go and find out about the CD, that the first song on the CD won the contest, and it's Tim Janakos, timjanakos.bandcamp.com/album/what-else-is-possible. That's the tentative title of my new CD, but I don't think it's going to really be called that. I just didn't have a good name for it yet, and we're only on song 9. No, yeah, we are on song 9. We're on song 10. We finished 9 songs. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 4 more to go. So a lot has come up in this album creating that came up in my last album creating, where things didn't work out. And that's part of the projections and expectations I have and other people have of my music. And one way to get rid of all those judgments and expectations and projections is to chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, and I've been doing a lot of that lately. So I'm going to break through this. But another way is through these calls, doing the access clearings. So since no one's calling in, I'm going to run a process on everything this podcast means to me, and everything I've done to causally incarcerate myself into the limitations of what's possible with my healing calls. When I had a lot more time in Japan, I had a lot more callers calling into the show. I had a lot more healers hiring me for healing sessions. But coming here, I decided to spend more time making a living in the corporate world, and I'm selling cars at Toyota of Poway before I was selling it at Mazda Subaru of El Cajon. And it's been a real struggle, but before that I even struggled more when I tried to do insurance sales, which was life insurance sales and employee benefit sales, which was really difficult. So I'm progressing through this. Whatever's held me back for 13 years in Japan from moving back to the US, I had this fear that it would be a real financial struggle to move back to the US, and maybe it's that idea that I have that as a projection and expectation that it's happened that way. So all those expectations, judgments, conclusions, rejections about the financial markets, about job possibilities, about living expenses, about rent soaring, about property taxes, everything that everyone has and I have, that's keeping me from choosing to have financial abundance and have wealth that I can use to drastically affect this world in a positive way. If I was going on a tour with my 4 CDs that I've produced, or almost produced the 4th one, and with all the books I've written, and I was going and speaking regularly, and it would be more of a positive effect on the world than just sitting around selling cars all day and barely making a living. So I know I can be going beyond all the limitations I've created for myself with my expectations, my judgments, my conclusions, and my families, and my friends, and my coworkers, and my greater society. We all project on each other. So everything that is for me, and everything that is for everyone else, and everywhere we aren't willing to step beyond all that and create something way more expansive, I destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, all 9, POD and POC, shorts, boys and beyond. that last little phrase I said is the excess clearing statement, which you can go on my YouTube page and listen. And I hope I didn't write the wrong phone number on my posts on Facebook. This is the first time I've ever gone 15 minutes and no one's called in, which is really weird. Let me see what phone number I put. Okay. Maybe Blog Talk Radio's now blocked people from calling in and wants me to pay a monthly fee. Which, let's see, some strange, okay. Nope. Maybe no one's going to call in, but that's okay. Because I'm still doing healing. So I'm going to ask you guys the question now instead of doing it for myself. So everywhere you guys have been causally incarcerating other people's limitations about what's possible in the financial markets, what's possible in the job searches, what's possible in your life, and everywhere you've used those to causally inculcate you in lesser than what you could be choosing.
90 seconds.
I'm already at 90 seconds. Wow. I destroy and uncreate it all, right and wrong, good and bad all. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Just say yes. Right and wrong, good and bad all, 9, pot and puck, shorts, boys, beyond. Looks like we're not doing a healing call with any other callers, which is cool, because you who are listening in the future can just say yes to that one and it'll clear a lot. So let's do another one. Everywhere you've...
60 seconds.
Yeah, 60 seconds. Stop saying it. Everywhere you've used the limitations of your family, the limitations of your friends, the limitations of your job title, the limitations of your resume as a reason not to be able to step into more financial abundance and more ease, joy, and glory in all aspects of your life, and into more enlightenment, awareness, consciousness, will you all now destroy and uncreate it all? I hear a big yes. All right. Right and wrong, good and bad, all 9. Fucking pop shorts, boys. I'm calling in. I'll do the other human modalities, but you can go back and watch the many episodes I put live before. And I might do another call called How Does It Get Better Than That? I didn't have to take any callers.
Okay, there we go. Now, off the air, a little more on this, so let me just do it for the people to replay later. Even the people that will watch the video. There we go, right there. Okay. And my computer now is freezing up. Maybe it's getting too hot. Which I was afraid it was there. Hey, there we go. Slowing down. I won't watch myself because it's in slow motion, but what if something else was way more possible than you ever wrap your mind around? And if you were willing to let go of you would actually open up beginning as the infinite that can create a reason by choice.